Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're well. We're here to play Tales of Arise today. Challenge the fate that binds you. I checked this out on Steam for like 2 or 3 minutes once, but I couldn't get the controller to remap properly. There are, it has that action game thing where like the attacks are oriented on the HUD so that like the top button is the top attack and stuff. And I couldn't get that to work out with the fact that I use a Switch controller because I'm a nerd. This game is an autosave feature. All right. Whoa, okay, anime scene. There's a canyon. Clouds are moving by really fast. There's two people walking up towards the canyon. There's a guy with he's got a mask over one eye, and then there's a lady with pink hair and a dress, and then we have a bunch of people like looking at their own hands, and like there's like digital corruption artifacts of their vision of the world, and then people walking through crowds, and we got folks teaming up at like desert bases, and then we have some sort of prince or something, and then we got a shot of a lady's butt as she looks at some people, and then there's a girl with a little cute owl, and oh gosh, this guy is so angry. He's in the snow in a town, and he's just so angry, and then we got some orbs. The girl with the pink hair has an orb, the guy with the mask has an orb. There's other orbs. Masked Man has a flame blade, the girl with the owl has a book, pink hair lady has a beam rifle, okay. The guy that was angry in the snow, he's punching a giant mecha lion. The prince from before has a spear. There's a new lady on a boat. There's a guy with lightning powers. That guy looks pretty evil, and he's got a blue sword, and the main guy has a red sword, so you see where I'm going with this. They have a big blue and red sword fight. The fight continues. Alright, Pink Hair and Masked Man both look at each other in a field of grass while other protagonists are also around. Pan up to a shot of the moon in the sky, and also the moon has its own smaller moon, because that's what I love, is when the moon has its own moon. Alright. Whoa. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm accepting the end user license agreement. I have to do this twice. I have to do this a third time. What's in the download shop? I really want to I'm not going to get the DLC or whatever, but I'm interested in what they're already trying to sell me, you know? Notices? Free DLC. Thank you for playing. This free DLC has been added to the game. Make sure to download it to make the game more enjoyable than ever. Add unknown difficulty. That's very easy difficulty. All right, well, let's open the PlayStation Store. The pre-order bonus pack? No, that's not. It's only letting me see the $5 pre-order bonus pack, but here's the thing. $5 is not free. So, what happens if I go to this page? Nope. Preview DLC costumes. Oh, look at all the costumes. We can put the main characters in samurai armor. We can put them in like sort of, it says heroic surf shorts. And then we can have like boys' school uniform. This is all, oh my gosh, look at this. There's 6 main characters. All 6 characters can have all sorts of outfits. There's so much that they want to sell us. Voice selection, English audio, licenses, all right, whatever, new game. Difficulty story, input queue timing, whatever. Vibration settings, map orientation, destination marker, subtitle display. Subtitles, yes. All right, save and begin. Okay.
In ages long past, it was believed that Mother Dana was indestructible and everlasting.
Okay.
Rena, on the other hand, was thought to be the domain of the gods, a paradise where the souls of the departed could rest forevermore.
Okay.
Oh, how wrong we were.
Now there's spaceships.
In the face of Rena's unimaginable technology,
So Rena's like the moon?
its soldiers, clad in huge, shining armor,
There's like
and its
space knights.
fearsome beasts, known as Zoogles.
Zoogles.
The prosperity
yes.
and bounty of Dana all but disappeared overnight.
So Dana is our planet, I think.
That was 300 years ago.
300 years ago.
The world of Dana fell under Renan rule.
Sorry, muted the
And
wrong
its
thing.
new masters split the land into 5 distinct realms.
Okay, that was my bad.
And now today,
So now we see a map of
Orbis
5.
Calaglia, one of the Renan's 5 realms.
There's 5
It
realms.
is ruled over by the tyrant Balsef, Lord of the Fire
He
Master.
really looks like a space marine.
Unrelenting fire scorches this barren wasteland. Dust storms course over the rocks and crags, and no relief is to be found from the oppressive heat. The Danan people toil as slaves. Day after day they suffer, under the ruthless oppression of the Renan soldiers, with only one hope of escape. Death.
Flying. I guess.
Only in death is their agony finally brought to an end.
I guess we haven't destroyed the entire
They have
population.
forgotten what it means to be free. So complete is the Renan's domination.
All right. Tales of Arise. Well, now we know who's arising. It's us. This is a JRPG, so I don't expect the story to get really picking up too soon, but I think we'll play for at least an hour here. All right, we're at one of these mining colonies. There's a lady, she's barefoot, practically wearing rags. Falls to the ground, no energy left, and then the knight goes over and he's gonna start smacking her with his billy club, I guess you'd call it. There's this young child.
Hurry up!
He's trying to push a barrel bigger than he is, but he can't. He's a small
You
child.
call that pushing? Put them back into it, embedded.
Oh, embedded, that means... Okay, so we have in the top of our left arm, or in the top of our left hand, we've got gems.
Iron Mask?
Okay, Iron Mask took the hit for the
Why
little
you?
boy.
Let me.
What is this? Some kind of slave support group? Mind your own business, you worthless! All right, third squad! Time to regroup! Go on, get moving!
Alright, Iron Mask pushes the barrel.
Hey, wait for me!
Cut to later, the barrel has
Thank
been
you,
pushed.
Iron Mask.
That's okay, Cole. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Iron Mask, you're bleeding.
Oh, we definitely
We
got a
need to
lot of
get you
blood
looked
coming
at
out of
by
our
Doc.
shoulder, yeah.
That bad, huh? Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
It's like turned black and dried. It's kinda gnarly. Ask Doc to treat you, okay?
I doubt Doc's gonna like what he sees.
Alright, so we're moving with L, camera with R, classic setup. Over the shoulder, third person. Let's talk to the Doc.
Ah, you again.
Sorry to trouble you, Doc.
Look after yourself and there'd be no need for sorries, would there? Now sit.
Everything here is made of, like, tattered
So,
tarp
still
and
unable
sticks.
to remember anything, I take it?
Like,
Blank as always.
Skyrim has
Nothing but
better,
that strange dream.
better stuff.
No
than
face,
this
no
place.
memories. Unable to feel pain, yet only too eager to take on everybody else's.
Oh, we're a regular hero.
What will we do with you? Here, let me see.
Okay, so
You may not be able to feel pain, but that doesn't mean you can't be wounded, just like everyone
so we don't
else.
have a sense of.
If you're not more careful, you'll wind up dead without even realizing it one of these days.
Okay.
I watched another slave die today. More corpses than I care to count.
Unfortunately, that's hardly a rare sight around these parts.
Danans are always dying, and the Renans just watch. How long can this continue? Why doesn't anyone stand and fight?
Well, because they got space lasers.
Keep your voice down, will you? If only it were so simple, my friend.
Okay.
There have certainly been uprisings, all right. 3 centuries worth of the damn things. As for all the good they've done,
I'm gonna get some
take
water.
a look around and judge for yourself. There. That should just about do it. Now, do me a favor and try to stay out of trouble so the wound doesn't open again.
Doc, back when I knew nothing, you were the one who taught me just how things work around here. You know I'll always be grateful
Well,
for
we're
that.
still at the doctor,
But
so
I
I don't
can't
think
just-
anything
The race
important
is
happened while
won
I
by
was
the
gone.
calm and the steady. You're still young. You have time. Wait for the right moment, both for yourself and the world.
That's actually not the worst advice.
Work will be wrapping up for the day soon enough. Don't sit around here. Go out and feel the breeze against your skin. Even a slave's entitled to that.
What an. what
Just
an
do me
interesting
a
time.
favor and keep a low profile, all
Vacationing
right?
at the slave iron
You
mine
stand out
beach.
enough in that mask as it is.
I guess I don't know that it's iron.
Guess I'll go back to my room.
Rest in your assigned bed. Oh, let's talk to this guy. The bright eyes stick these weird stones in our bodies and then work us to the bone until we're dead. And as if the routine beatings from them weren't enough, when they're in a really bad mood, they like to sick their zegules on us. Okay.
I'm a slave, just like everyone else here. So how come I don't have a spirit core? Or a face, or memories for that matter?
Well,
Not like worrying about it will change anything.
wait a minute. Is this... Sign, no matter how tired you get of seeing them, you can always find Rena and Legness hanging up in the sky. I hate it. It's like they're watching over us, keeping an eye on every move. That Legness especially is something else. There's no way you can ever hope to beat the Renans when they can build floating castles like that. And then we look into the sky and... Well, there's certainly the moon, and then its moon. I don't see a floating castle, but, you know, we'll presume. Get to bed embedded now! Alright, we can't go anywhere off the path or the knights will shout at us.
I should get some rest.
We have a pretty ineffectual jump. It's about as good as the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 jump, which is to say, not very good at
I
all.
wonder how many people have slept in this bed before me.
Oh.
Mine for now, but for how long?
So we have, place of a pillow, there's just a brick.
Tomorrow's another day.
Which is
I guess I should get some shut-eye.
sure a thing. Okay, fade to black, play the music, that's how we know you
I'd
rested.
better head to work.
Okay.
So I've got business with the freight train today, huh? Great.
160, 120, 100,
Great. Time to
0,
start another day toiling away for
90,
the Renans.
80,
Am
70.
I gonna do this until the day I die?
I wonder if Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom would be like if there was full voice acting in them. I don't know.
Look lively, slaves. Let's see some work around here.
Our job today is pulling a train. Or no, pushing a train. My mistake. This train is like 2 stories tall. Definitely a thing that a group of 5 humans could push. Okay, cut to a scene of a train being pulled by a mecha rhino or whatever. It's got 3 cars to it, and there's armored knights everywhere. Oh, and from the cliffs above, someone drops a bomb. Okay.
Grenar!
Humans are crawling into the wreckage of the train and trying to steal stuff, but inside there is a lady who's chained it, like her arms are chained to the wall. Oh, they expect her. She's here, as though, like, we know who this is, or they know who this is. He grabs a shovel and smashes the manacles. But he goes, as he's touching her shoulder, he's been, like, destroyed by negative energy magic or something. Okay, so she immediately ties her hair in a ponytail and jumps out of the train without regard for the guy that she's blasted. Okay, so they know her, but she doesn't know them, is the vibes we're getting here. She's running away down the tracks. Both the knights and the attackers of the knights are chasing her. She jumps off the cliff. Into a chasm. Falling into the shadow out of sight. Not even, didn't, I was expecting maybe she would, like, you know, negative energy wings or something.
Hey, Embedded, did you find anything?
Not yet, sir. What do they expect from us on such short notice?
We're looking inside the train cars for something? Oh, we found the lady. We Iron Mask.
Hey, you're...
Iron Mask found the lady. She's got a white dress on, which looks far better than any of this clothes.
Go now! Huh? Hurry, get moving!
Stay still! You caused us a lot of trouble, you know.
The knights
Now
are
we
here.
can do this the easy way, or not.
She looks at Iron Mask. Iron Mask, ooh, knocks over the knights. And he starts running. He gets to the front of the train. Oh, and he's like pushing, you know, the old timey like lever pusher thingy. He starts the train going. So now we're on a different train than the train that got blasted by a barrel before, but I guess this lady just loves getting onto trains. Oh, a second train is following. It's got a bunch of knights. They hook onto us.
Armored soldiers.
Jump across. Iron Man pulls a piece of iron bar off of the frame of the thing, and now we're using that as a club. And fighting the knights. Oh, we lost our sword. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh, we're regular Dark Souls. Look at all this dodging. Dramatically, both of them swing and we do a double dodge. But we can do kicks and flips. And we're at the edge. We've run out of room to dodge. But then the people from the floor, they join the fight. I bet some of this would be interesting if it was done via gameplay instead of all cutscene. So there's a guy with one metal gauntlet. He grabs Iron Mask. One of the knights grabs Pink Hair Lady, and she, again, like, without even trying to, he just automatically is shocked. It's like dark energy.
Hope you can jump.
Okay. Oh, there's another train that went to catch up with us, but it crashed into the explosive barrels behind us. And then we had to jump off the tracks. Cut to... Where are we? Oh, we're in some sort of like
You all missed your chance to
throne
become
room or
Lord.
something.
Which means you lot live and die for me, the mighty Balzath! Got that through your skulls? Now hurry up and bring me Shion!
Yes, sir!
All right.
Even the drink's lost its appeal.
Balstep is a Chaos
Someone's in a
Space
bad
Marine,
mood.
basically.
Lord
He's like 10 feet tall.
ruler of Orbis Calaglia. Ah, but it's wild beast you prefer, isn't it? Do forgive me.
This is someone on the phone.
Ganabelt Valkyris, what do you want?
From what I hear, you seem to be having some trouble over there in Calaglia. As a fellow lord, I merely thought to ask whether I could be of any assistance to you.
Enough with the false pretense. I can tell a rat when it's sniffing around.
Forgive me, I can only imagine the emotional toll failing to ascend the throne not once but twice must take. A most distressing state of affairs.
Shut up!
What a
It's none of your concern.
what a way to do exposition.
The crown contest is proceeding apace, and so quickly, I must say. It won't be long before the victor is crowned as the new sovereign.
I look forward to it, and you can be sure I won't forget our little chat.
Nor will I. Until next time.
I don't. Okay. Are we supposed to be understanding that the pink-haired lady is involved in the contest for the new lord? Is that what's happening? All right. We're getting some like first-person visions, like we're in a dream or whatever. We didn't see a face. We saw like a part of a face out of focus. We wake up.
You awake?
The part I didn't mention about Iron Mask before is that the front plate
The name's
of his
Tilsa.
mask is
I'm
one
the
single
medical
piece of
officer
metal.
for the Crimson Crows.
Like there's no eye
You're in
holes.
one of our safe
so
houses.
How he sees,
Crimson
I didn't
Crows.
think about it until just now, but
Don't tell me you've never heard of us. We're the Resistance, for the Danon people. We get in the way of the Bright Eye's best laid plans.
The Danon Resistance? I didn't know such a thing existed.
so this is some lady
Oh,
we haven't
we
seen
exist,
before.
all right.
explaining of the resistance.
Though I guess we're not as famous as I thought we were.
You know,
Seems like I know more about you than the other way around, Mr. Iron Mask.
the directing on
Is
this
it true you can't take that
is
thing
extremely Japanese. Like the way
Yeah.
that she's sort of motioning
Worse is
around
that
and
I
like
don't even know why I'm
turning
wearing
dramatically at the end of a sentence and stuff is like very
That woman
Japanese
I was with.
directorial style.
Oh, yeah. She's quite the character, isn't she? Zephyr should be interrogating her over in the Slammer as we
She
speak.
just does
You
extraneous
locked
little
her up?
swirls.
Why?
Why? Go take a look for yourself if you're so interested.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
interrogating her? Just what the hell is going on?
So
I
some
need to go
people
and find out for myself.
have text boxes above their head, like a talk to them type little icon, and some people have that icon but also an exclamation mark. And I'm not sure what the difference is.
Ah, damn it! So it wasn't a lie. The slightest touch is like being struck by lightning.
They keep
What are you
poking her in the
doing?
shoulder and
So you're
executing
finally
themselves.
awake, huh?
What's going on here? What did she ever...
Mind your business.
They got pink hair
So
and like
even
a
if you
little-
don't mean to hurt somebody, if they touch you, they get electrocuted, huh?
She's like in a little wooden pen. I like that it's made of
It doesn't
wood.
seem to be poison or magic. Is this the reason Balsef's soldiers were after you?
Like it's theoretically less conductive if it's a little wood pen, you know? She does not
For
seem
the last
interested in saying
several
anything.
days, Balsef's forces have been getting pretty restless. When we looked into it deeper, the word thorns came up over and over again. And now, we come across Miss Prickly herself.
Oh, so she's Miss Prickly.
Drop the attitude. Did you really think we wouldn't find out anything about you? Miss Shion Imaris?
Shion
her name.
Amaris?
You mean she's...
Who?
What? You didn't figure it out already? Yeah, that's right. This lady's got herself a surname, which means one thing. She's a Renin, our enemy.
Yeah, but she was being chased by Renan's soldiers.
Only the evil,
That's
the
exactly
evil
what
Renan
we're
Knights
trying to figure out.
and their forces
After all,
would have a
aside from the clothes
family
they wear,
name.
there's only one way to tell a Danon from a Renan, and that's whether their eyes light up or not. Ain't that right, Bright Eyes?
Her eyes are in fact
Big
quite
talk
bright.
for someone who can't even use astral arts. Embedded.
Don't you
Oh,
call us embedded!
we hate each other.
Look, you see the stone your people embedded in me? There isn't one.
Holds up his
Because
hand.
we gouged them out the day we swore to rise up against your kind.
Yeah, they've torn out the stone or whatever. Huge scar on the back of her hand.
Not to rest until every last one of
Nath.
you is...
Nath, calm down.
We Danons may not be capable of using astral arts, but it looks like those thorns of yours won't do you much good in escaping here either.
Still, inflicting pain on anyone who comes near you. That's one hell of an ability.
You're wrong.
Oh.
You think this curse is some kind of great ability?
She's charging up.
Curse.
Fair enough. All I know is Balsef must have his eye on you for a damn good reason. And until we find out why,
An ambush!
they must have tracked us down. Evacuate as planned. Hurry! And bring the girl. She gives you any trouble, wave a spear in her face.
Got it.
Hey, Iron Mask. Sorry, but right now it's everyone for themselves.
What about you?
I'm going to welcome our guests. Don't go dying on me.
Come
So
on.
he throws us a rusty
And
sword.
don't try anything funny.
Our rusty sword is, by the way, comically large. Like Geralt would barely hold this sword. It's huge. It's not Buster Sword big, but it's like way too long. Dull sword, a rusted sword made with a blade badly in need of a repair. Fighting with it is more like using a blunt weapon than a bladed one. It appears to have attack power
Enemy
1.
attack!
An ambush.
Well, what
Renans
can
are
you
here.
do?
I have to find an exit and get the hell out of here.
You can't get out this way. You'll have to hurry and find another exit, says the girl. Alright, let's try... I can save and load. Should I save? Let's do a manual save.
Anyone who can fight, grab a weapon! Damn! How did they find out about this place?
Is it... Oh, square is the map button.
Have these kinds of battles been going on this entire time?
Square
I
is
just
the
didn't
sword
know.
button, I guess. Maybe square is the sword button only once we get into a fight. Here's an enemy
Stop
knight.
right there!
This looks like a combat tutorial.
Oh, it's just a Danon. You there! Where's the Renan girl who was here?
Seems
Well,
really confident
Spit it out!
for a
I
dude.
want an answer, insurgent!
For
How's
a
this
dude
for
who's
an answer?
theoretically in a combat
Go to
zone, he's
hell!
being pretty casual about this
Dare
interview with
address
us.
a Renan armored soldier that way. I'll show you embedded!
Okay, basic combat controls. Normal attack. Press R1 to perform a normal attack. At first, you can string up to 3 normal attacks together, but by learning certain skills, the limit can be increased. Characters can also attack in midair after jumping. Arts, A-R-T-E-S, are special actions performed by spending part of your AG. Press triangle, square, or X to use the art assigned to each button, while the AG will gradually restore automatically or restore more slowly when attacking. Push the left stick and press R2 to evade an enemy attack. So R1 to hit, R2 to dodge. If it is well timed as an enemy attack is approaching, you can perform a perfect evade, allowing you to avoid taking any damage.
Talk or die!
Alright, so we're
So
just
much for
gonna...
playing nice. All right, we're up.
We gotta break.
A real fight. Still, I have
Oh,
to
let's
do
try
this.
Rising Wave Ring.
Won't go quietly!
Shallow Blade. Oh, we don't have enough points.
Not done!
Do Swallow Blade. Alright, well, we got him.
I won. I actually beat
We
one of
got
those Renan soldiers.
EXP, SP, score, and time.
I've got to keep going.
I presume SP
I
is
have to
some
survive
sort of
this no matter what.
skill points that increases our arts. Or that we spend to get more arts.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Now you'll learn!
Rising Wyvern! I'm not done! Mirage!
Okay. This wolf is...
Here I come!
Okay, so we gotta do a lot of more basic hits.
You're mine!
Ah, dodge. Okay.
Here I come! Smaller blade!
Ah, dodge.
It's over! You're mine!
So,
It's over!
it's just a little bit clunky compared to... I mean, if you're gonna say it's over, obviously you know, right? You're like gonna be compared to Kingdom Hearts. And it's just a little bit... There's definitely been better combat systems. I mean, it might pick up, Looks like here we have pink hair. We're gonna have 2 people on our team, probably.
Shion V. Mayor, I Maris Daymore. I hereby detain you in the name of His Excellency Lord Bolton.
Damn it!
Throw down
I was
your
so
weapon.
close.
She's got a beam rifle. Iron Mask sort of
What the?
pulls her
You
back
got some kind of death wish?
to like...
Those are armored soldiers.
He like moves
Shut up
between
and
her
get
and the
out of here
knights
while you still
to
can!
defend
Step
her.
aside, slave. These are Renan affairs.
He was
your
not
master.
that hurt by her death aura.
Hey!
We've got a better chance working together. Besides, I don't much feel like being indebted to a Danon.
Fine, suit yourself.
Combos! Combos are actions strung together with no gaps. Normal attacks have a set limit, while arts can continue until AG runs out. Normal attacks count, blah, 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 blah. Diminishing returns in combos, whatever.
Word to the wise, I call my own shot. Just stay out of my way and we'll get along quite well.
What?
New for me if you hadn't noticed. Don't expect any promises.
Okay. Uh-oh. I don't like how these got a purple meter filling up. Ah! Okay.
Smaller blade! Here I come!
It's really weird. Yeah.
Smaller blade!
It's really weird to have this setup. I think I could get used to it.
Why did you help me? What could a Danon like you
Okay,
possibly
now we
gain
have
from
the
helping
scene
a
is taking
Renan
place
like
in
me?
like a comic book panels type
Trust
layout.
me, I've no great love for Renans. I guess I'm just not as consumed with hatred as some...
What?
What?
Have we met somewhere before?
Oh, do we have a memory of
friends
her?
with a Danon? Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, silly question.
Okay.
I don't remember anything about my past. Don't have any clues to go on either. Not even my own face.
What if
Let
we
me
take
get
your
this
mask
straight.
off, buddy?
You don't know what you look like, but you thought I might somehow recognize you?
Good point.
Something like that. Guess my helping you back there wasn't as self-sacrificing as I made it out to be.
Okay.
Besides, I can't feel pain anyway. So it's not like...
Oh, because
you really can't feel
her
pain?
death aura is a pain aura, not like an actual damage.
It's just another thing I don't
So our
have.
pain immunity.
No pain, no face, no memories. I only know one thing about myself. And that's that I'm a slave.
Okay.
What about your name? You must have one, right?
Iron Mask.
Iron Mask.
Got the name from the person who found me. Said that this way I wouldn't forget I had a real name out there somewhere.
Oh, okay. Just give him a really
see.
bad name.
So where to next?
Outside, silly. What do you think we fought all this way for?
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Stay
All right.
sharp.
We
We're
got
going
some
in.
EXP and SP. When the indicator appears in the bottom right corner of the screen, you can press R1 to trigger a skit where party members discuss all sorts of topics. I think we will
Glad to see you made it.
not
I
do
heard
that
you
during
managed
this
to
one
escape.
recording, because I know how
I
long
didn't
this can go
expect to
on.
see old Iron Mask with you. In any case, we're all wanted by the Renans. It'll be easier for everyone if you both just come with me.
She just
Where are
nods
the
at
others?
this, like
They're waiting for
they
us up
had her
ahead.
as a prisoner, and
Come
she
on.
just agrees to team up with them. Sure, fine, whatever. Okay, anime cutscene. Oh, it's an ambush. There's like 30 guys out here. There's maybe more. They've got crossbows and swords and everything.
Stay where you are, dissidents.
This guy's a cape.
Just look at all these soldiers. How badly did they want to destroy this hideout?
Oh,
Apprehend the traitor. Slaughter the rest.
he looks at pink hair. Oh, we go to knock the arrow aside, and it's like our sword tip is like a centimeter too short to block it, and Shion gets struck in the... Oh boy. She gets hit in the chest with an arrow that lights on fire, and like a 20-foot jet of flame. Okay, but us with our pain immunity, we reach in, we pull out the arrow. Oh, and as we pull out the arrow, it like activates part of our mask. Like part of the inlay pattern on our mask starts glowing. And we're just holding that arrow. And it's like the flames are turning into a sword made of flames.
Blazing sword.
I guess we just had to stick our hand in a flame sooner, and we would have had a sword.
Impossible.
And then...
The Master Core. He was embedded within her all along.
Oh, okay.
No matter. Kill her if you have to.
When he pulled out the arrow, it
retrieve
also
the
pulled
core.
out something that was like spiritually locked away in her heart or something in the process. So they all charge in, but now Iron Mask has a flaming sword, and he does a big swing, and he incinerates like 20 dudes all at once, and the rest flee. Okay, the glowing part on our mask fades, and we fall to one knee, exhausted. And our flame sword disperses and returns, like little powder particles, return to the orb floating in front of, what's her name, Shione? And then the whole thing, like, sucks back into her chest.
You okay?
Oh, we're looking
Your
real
arms.
burned. Oh, our skin is about to fall off with the amount of burns we got.
Guess it's just as well I can't feel it, huh?
You're not in agony? Wait, are you serious?
Hold still.
Oh, she puts out her hands and starts doing cure magic. Awesome. Well, we got all our burns cured.
It's one of my healing arts.
A sword that sears the hand of he who wields it, and a healing art to mend. A man numb to pain, and a woman whose very touch deals nothing but.
Sounds like hashtag destiny.
Thank you.
All right, let's rout the bastards and finish them off before the surviving stragglers have a chance to regroup. Iron Mask, you coming?
Definitely. I'm not about to go back all that way alone.
So I guess you're not planning on releasing me, huh?
Sorry, you're coming with us.
In that case, there's one thing you should know. No one uses that flaming sword without my say-so.
Okay.
You needn't worry on that score. I doubt many of us could get close to it in the first place, or would want to.
I mean, fair enough. Nobody, it's her
A
flaming
blazing
sword, we're just
sword.
borrowing it. Fair enough.
It just might be strong enough to match the power of a lord. No, maybe even to surpass it.
Okay.
Are you sure you're okay?
What do you mean?
Your wound. That soldier nailed you pretty
So
good.
before the
Not to mention
comic
those
panels
flames bursting
were
from
laying
you.
themselves out
They only hit my master
left to
core,
right.
so I'll be fine.
Now some of the
And
times
the
we're going
flames
right to
weren't
left
even
also.
hot. It's probably because they're just a manifestation of the astral energy.
Comic books do whatever they want, I guess.
Honestly, I'm more surprised that you really are incapable of feeling pain.
Did you think I was faking?
No, I believed you. I guess seeing you stay calm while bearing those burns to your hands just really made it hit home for me.
Fair enough.
It's ironic. I have no problem hurting anyone who touches me. But as soon as I try to wield that sword, it's me who gets hurt.
Oh, so she can't use her own
Do you
sword.
wish
of
you were
course,
impervious
of
to
course.
pain
This is-
too? You realize you could burn your fingers off without even noticing, right?
So what? All I need right now is power. And up until now, I haven't come across anything stronger than that blazing sword the whole time I've been doing this.
How long have you
You
been
really
doing this?
don't care what happens to you as long as you get what you're after, do you?
Don't talk like you know me.
You... You're right. I don't
Everyone's
get you.
constantly taken
I
aback
don't
and
get
being
why
taken
you're so
aback.
quick to throw it all away.
It's good.
Not when us slaves
This is
have
a bunch
never
of
had a
anime
choice in whether we
crap,
lived or died.
junk, nonsense. It's great so far. You befriended Shione! Zephyr has teamed up with your party. Shione's fighting style. Shione specializes in gun-based long-range strikes and astral arts. Use her to hit enemies from a safe distance and use healing arts on allies at low HP. Healing arts cost CP to use, so mind your CP total. When auto mode is enabled, Shione will primarily target flying and astral art wielding enemies as well as foes with lower HP during combat. That makes sense. Cure points. Arts with healing and support effects consume cure points in addition to AG. CP is shared across the party and can be restored with items or by staying in the inner campground. It can be raised by leveling up or finding specific items. So there's like a pool of bonus hit points for curage. Get away from the mines is our quest. Let's briefly go to strategy. Strategies determine how your party operates in combat. On the strategy screen, press triangle to view details about each strategy and adjust them. Up to 4 strategies can be saved. During battles, open the menu, press triangle to switch between them. Party members fight autonomously, but their use of recovery support arts and items are determined by your strategy. In the detailed settings screen, you can set how they act in various conditions with the top action receiving highest priority. Items can only be used on the character that you currently control. To do so, open the menu and select an item except for items that revive them from a KO. Your controlled character will never use items automatically without permission. Except for items that receive them from, or revive them from your controlled character. Okay, but other characters, I guess? Fight with moderation. Use healing and support arts when fighting. Restore HP with items when low on CP. Fight aggressively. Don't spend CP. Don't spend CP on anything in battle except removing KO status. Well, that sounds like good. We'll just fight with moderation. Oh, wait, we get... There's 4 things. I guess if they can't fight with moderation, then they focus on healing or something. Change tactics details. Oh! Here are the... So this is like in Final Fantasy XII where you can add different priority things. Like if someone's KO'd, handle it. If someone's 50% HP or less, handle it. If there's ailments, handle it. If your own HP is 25% is less. Otherwise, like this doesn't apply, and then you go to focus on healing, and then fight aggressively after that. Okay, I follow. Well, that's what I was mainly looking for, is that gun lady shoot gun on her own. This load menu goes by pretty fast, so we didn't have time to read about cores. Oh shit, everything's on fire. Like, the whole valley is on fire. There's little cinders, like, rising up through the air and falling back down. It actually, like, if it didn't represent so much destruction and loss of life, it would be pretty cool looking. Yeah, this is a pretty game. Land of Brimstone and Swirling Ash. Orbis Caligula. Caligula? Was that how you say it?
That's...
Glanymede Castle. Stronghold of Lord Balsef. Self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
Oh, so the castle is just that rock pillar.
Close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the gates of fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Well, that wall is bigger than the wall of Mordor.
Freedom.
Let's go.
It's got to be like 150 feet tall. Gosh. All right. So we're gonna go down the Sandinis Ravine.
Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
Starting and ending battles. Ah, heck. Let's just fight a Zoogle. Changing controls during combat? We can use the menu to change controls during combat. Semi-auto mode is designed for players who only wish to casually dabble in combat. Meanwhile, manual mode is for those... Okay. So I'm gonna push the button. Controls. Nope, this isn't what I want. Resume. Press combat. What, in the menu? What? I don't know how to set the thingy, but whatever. We're just gonna push R1 and hope for the best.
I'll run you through!
Hi, Troy.
Here I come! It's over!
Alright. One wolf down. We're actually getting a little bit beat up. But we defeated the wolves.
I'm sure I can put this to use.
Controls. Dash. Battle. I really don't... Is it system? Settings. We can scroll down to more settings. None of these appear to be semi-auto arts. The arts screen. Press L2 or R2 to inspect all the arts you have. I'm gonna have to figure all this out later. Strategy? No. Set default tactics? No. I don't know how to set any JRPGs.
Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, alright?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
Alright, so there's a giant golem and we're supposed to avoid it, but actually, accidentally we just bumped into it. Oh well.
I'm not done!
What?
Circle and bring them down!
Do a rising weave run.
I'm only getting started.
Swallow blade! You're mine! Swallow blade!
Swallow blade seems good. Oh wait, we have 2 buttons set to swallow blade? That's weird.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Alright, we've gotten to a campsite.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
So, is there like a camping menu? Oh, we just go to a... Camping out. Resting at a campground will restore your party's HP and CP. While resting, you can watch skits and cutscenes that you previously viewed.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
Okay.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly soothing.
Again, his mask is basically a solid piece of metal.
You realize there are still Zoogles prowling around out here, right?
Don't be a spoil sport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think.
It's weird. So his mouth is animating as they talk. Iron Mask, we can't tell because he's got the mask. But Shione, she doesn't animate when she talks. So there's a downloadable content menu. The reminisce menu seems to be the thing where you can see old skips. So we'll just rest for now. Maybe we'll get a craft menu later or something.
A master core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
A master core.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
I mean, I figured it was all the free labor.
Like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor?
You actually make a point. What is this, a better version of the Matrix?
Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy.
Okay.
They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Danans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing.
Okay.
There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet.
So like
What
all the
business would a
exertion
Renan
causes
have
astral
stealing a
energy to
Master
gather
Core?
and get released?
And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy.
I like how she doesn't know about her own Master Core.
As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
Well,
And
I mean,
that
he
stuff
wanted the
about needing her
sword, right?
permission to use it? What was that about?
well, I mean, you have
I'm
to
the
reach
only
into her
one of
chest
us
to
who can
get
control
it.
the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
Okay.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
Well, she's an evil space witch, but maybe she's not entirely evil.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Okay.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan.
Awesome. I love
Very
a cut
well.
of a jib.
As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way.
Okay.
And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
is,
he
of
has a good
course,
point.
assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
We gotta do this war no matter what, so we might as well have everyone we can on our side.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Huh. Good.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled.
Yeah.
Together, we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
So there's 5 lords. I think they said. Plus there could be moon lords also. I think there's 5 lords on the main planet. There could also be moon lords. Oh wait, we have an enemy scene. It's a bunch of twisty thorns. Doesn't make much sense. I guess it was Shione's dream.
I've gotta hurry.
Oh, there's a time limit on something. We're hurrying. Alright, we wake up the next day. This really is every JRPG ever. This is
We have
Star
another
Ocean
secret
First
hideout
Departure.
in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
Alright, well that's only 230 units away. Oh, we got some shinies. What do we got? We got a wheat.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
Okay, we can
It's
eat.
edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
We don't even have to grind it into flour or whatever. Or maybe it's implied, you know. Giant Zugils roam around certain areas. They're very hard to fight, but you can get rare items and lots of SP if you manage to beat them.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
Get a mushroom. Get a mushroom. If we go on the upper path, We definitely have to fight some wolves. Let's go to the lower path, see if we can avoid the wolves. Alright. I don't know how much the game expects us to always be avoiding fights. I mean, they said avoid fights, you know? But we get up to the bunker. Ulzebek. This is a desert town.
Okay, people, this is it.
Looks,
Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guards.
kind of run down.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
Okay. I want you to
That is
imagine.
assuming
Oh, sorry.
anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks
want you
like
to
we need
imagine like
word. Come on.
like a Gerudo town from an Ocarina of Time, but if everything was kind of worse and run down, you know? Really emphasize, what if the Gerudos just had some old, eroded versions of stuff, of everything. But we've met up with many of the Resistance members.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balsef.
Her audio
That's
sounds
right.
mixed weird.
We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is. We've all been waiting for this day for far too long.
His too.
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime...
I mean, yeah, this guy sounds
yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
fun. Yeah. We've got some very standout outfits compared to what the average person
I
around
have
here
just
has.
the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay?
Alright. She's talking to Iron Mask, I guess. Cut away.
Ta-da!
Cut back.
I told you, it fits like a dream.
Alright, Iron Mask has a pretty
I'm afraid
nifty
we
looking...
don't have any Renin clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits,
He's got a pretty nifty looking pants and jacket and so forth.
but something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more.
Well,
At no point did I say I've given up being a Renin.
yeah, but maybe
now,
you should just
now,
blend
let's
in.
play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says?
Maybe you should just
He's
blend
our
in.
one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Ocean Blue Battle Garb. Ocean Blue clothing received from Tilsa that was made by stitching together pieces of cloth that the Crimson Crows collected. Zephyr left the party. Alright, well, let's talk to... Are you? Female Crimson Crows member. I'm good. We don't want to talk to you. We want to talk to... someone who can find Shione a different outfit that doesn't stand out as much. The well is shimmering like we can collect from it, but it's not letting me jump inside the well. How dare they? All right, let's talk to this guy. He's got a star over his head.
Nath, we need your help.
Nath.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd
Okay.
like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other.
Sure, I'm with you.
Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
Wait, but can we give you our order? Can we, like, put in one order for an outfit that Shione can wear?
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Hey.
Nath sent us. He heard you might be a little short-handed. You could say that. Don't think he'd send over Iron Mask himself, you know. That a Bright Eyes with you? You sure we can really trust her? She's on our side. Zephyr can vouch for her. If Zephyr's good with her, then I guess we don't have a problem. Hey, what the hell? The name's Dyron. I'm the one who runs this lodge. Well, this lodge? But we already have our own beds. We don't sleep on straw and rock hard dirt around here. The Crimson Crows have their fair share of folks who are either knocking on death's door or can't otherwise move around openly. That's what this place is here for, to give people a place to rest up properly before they head off to fight. Everybody needs their rest. If you don't rest, you can't hope to fight the Bright Eyes at your best.
Guess.
Makes sense. What do you want us to do then? I need you to help haul in some cargo. I have some friends who are on their way to collect it from the hideouts in the Zione mine. The mines? Is that really such a good idea after the Renans snuffed the place out? These are valuable items people risk their lives to gather. We need to get at least some of them back. They should be down around the Sandinas Ravine at this point. Meet up with them and help bring the supplies back to this lodge. You're welcome to use the facilities if you need to as well. I'll let you sleep here for free. Alright, start quest, supply procurement. Subquests. Good. I love an official subquest system.
I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. But I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone is rolling over for the Renans.
Wait. Let's talk again. There's another star on us. Do we have to, like, pick up a second quest? Oh. No, they're just repeating the note about how we need to go to the ravine. They don't appear to be putting a star? Oh wait, we have a skit!
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renan around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danans that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renan's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
But you didn't even know about that until like 10 minutes ago.
Then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renans, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do. And I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Alright, let's head to the Sandinas Ravine. Okay, let's see. Go past the monsters. Actually, if there's an inn just inside town, we can probably fight the monsters on our way back to town. Whoop, can't go that way. Whoop. What's this? Apple gel.
What's this thing?
That's like a potion? I played a Tales game before. I remember apple gels. Gels are basically potions. They give you some hit points or whatever.
What?
Looks like we found some dead bodies.
How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Well, one of them is not quite dead.
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there!
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on! Xion, do something!
He's already gone.
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
What the heck?
If
Why
I
is
had
a
to
cooking
guess,
pot when he died
he
to
put it there to
protect?
make sure a Renin wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renins can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will, and see it through to the end.
Then we better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renins.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
Okay, I guess we
I
automatically
hate
picked up the
camping out.
pot. The cooking pot. Alright, well... Oh, hey, look, there's some vines. That looks way out of the way. Let's fight the wolves on our way back to town. And then we can return the cooking pot. Jump, 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 jump.
Get lost!
Level 7 Armadillo!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! I'm not done!
Here I go!
You're mine!
Only getting
The
started!
Armadillo has got so many hit points he's not stunned
Rising Wyvern!
by our attack.
Getting started!
You're
But
mine!
Here I go!
it does keep
You're
interrupting
mine.
his attack, so he's... Or he's not knocked around, I should say. So it just keeps minorly interrupting his attack sequence. It's kind of hilarious.
Nicely done.
Alright, we got some points. We got a hard bone. Let's go into the town. Stray Zoogles. It loads so fast that we actually don't have to read the menus too much. Or read the messages too much. Damn, so nobody made it, huh? I'm sorry, if we'd arrived just a little sooner, we could have... Hey, these things happen. It hurts, but this is the world we live in. I'll take good care of what you brought back. It's the only way we can respect the sacrifice of those we've lost. Hey, when Daddy's coming home? Young Danon woman? This girl is like 8. I would not describe her as young Danon woman, but okay. Oh no, that's the guy's kid. Not yet, sweetie. Your dad's gone away for a while, and... Don't lie to me. He's dead, isn't he? I know that whenever grown-ups look sad and say someone's gone, they always mean they're dead. Daddy always warned me that this might happen one day. He told me to stay strong and be brave, so Shiona's affected by this. This isn't right. Poor kid shouldn't have to be dragged into our mess. Let's report back to Nath and then get ready to fight. Alright, we got 800 gold. We got an emblem obtained. We got a rebellious spark for Iron Mask. Skill counter edge. After a perfect evade or guard, press R1 to trigger an immediate counterattack. I'm certainly not going to be doing that. Tiles. As you fulfill certain requirements for each of your characters, you'll earn titles for them, which unlock arts and skills that they... titles for them, which unlock skills that they can then learn, making fights easier. You can view title unlock requirements from the skills panel. You can spend skill points to learn arts and skills from unlocked titles, all of which grant powerful effects, making it worth your while to spend SP early and often. The skill panel can be accessed from blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah. We can level up. I get it. I get it. It's a JRPG. We can level up. Speak to Nath again. Where'd Nath go? Is he up the steps?
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
Here we are. He's inside the hut.
You're back, huh? Sounds like it was a real ordeal out there. Much as I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renin armored soldiers. All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask me?
We need clothes.
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renin equipment, huh? Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzabek, you'll find the Fagin ruins. There's some kind of old Renin castle out there. What with it being impenetrable, I forgot. But with a Renin tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in.
There's like a gene key or something?
It's a lot of trouble for some Renin rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danon garbs.
Yeah, just blend in.
Those look like the ruins. Let's move.
Are we really going in there?
Yes. Now let's move.
Okay. Do we have a... We're hurt enough. We should stay at the inn.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our head.
You're welcome to sleep here if you like. You have to fix your own food, but the beds are nice and soft. Rest. Don't work too hard out there. Alright. After suffering 300 long years under Renin subjugation, most Danans have even forgotten that freedom existed. So all sorts of skits that we could be looking at, but I'm interested in advancing the plot a little bit more before the episode has to end.
Am I really doing this for some lousy clothes? There are Zugals here too?
Hey!
You should always assume there's Zugals anywhere you go. They're one of the reasons I need you all. We're a team after all, and that means you need to pull your weight. So when I call for you, I expect you to clear out enemies around me. What? Why do I have to do it? In exchange, when you call for me, I promise I'll shoot down any enemies around you too. Sound fair?
Right.
Yeah, alright. If you get in the habit of speaking up during fights, that'll impact morale and our ability to combo together. So make sure you do it often, got it? Look, the enemy spotted us. Time to get to work. You don't have to tell me that. Boost attacks. You can summon allies in combat to use your unique boost attacks. Once the boost gauge is full, press this corresponding plus pad direction to execute. These moves can be followed up with more attacks afterward and also restore AG when used. Although the boost gauge builds up automatically over time, it can be filled up faster by landing attacks and counter edges on enemies as well. Iron Mask's boost attack is Iron Blade. Initiates a brute force swing attack that can down almost any enemy. Use it to get allies out of deep trouble and create openings for additional attacks. Tutorial start.
With that blade and your strength, the average Zugal shouldn't be a problem, right?
Alright, so we push up. Boost break. Okay. And then once his boost is high enough, we push the button.
It's over.
Come on! I'll blow you to...
Shion's boost attack. Wing Clip fires numerous beams of light from the muzzle of Shion's rifle, effective on aerial enemies. It temporarily restricts their flight abilities and downs them.
Smithereens! This one's mine. I'll shoot them down. Magna Ray!
You're mine! Here I come!
I never miss!
Shoot the blast. Success! Teaming up with other party members for boost attacks allows you to keep attacking enemies longer. Different members work better against different enemy types, so don't be afraid to mix and match the battle to maintain the upper hand in battle.
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Okay. Now that we...
You're
Here
mine!
I go! I'm only getting started!
It's over!
Where are you
shoot
going?
the gun.
This is it!
And then
Take this.
you do the
You
sword.
picked the wrong
There!
fight!
Got you!
Here I
Alright,
come!
we downed a
Magna
wolf.
Ray!
You're finished!
So
Rising
everyone's
Yes! Primed and
Take
ready!
this!
I
shoot.
never miss!
One neat thing about
Here I
her
go.
bullet special is that, like, she's at some position on the battlefield, and when you push bullet special, she like jumps to a different position on the battle and then shoots from like a different position than she was at, which gets her out of the way of enemies, which is nice. Let's see. Looks like you got the hang of it, but don't let it get out of your head. Those are easy ones. I know.
We won.
You can hardly see anything from here.
Why don't we climb up higher and see if we can get a better view?
Alright. Climbing some vines on a rock wall. Never done this in a JRPG before. Alright, what do we got? A potato? Planted some potatoes just the other day. They were 60-day grow potatoes, so hopefully they'll be ready soon. Although actually I have more
So
potatoes.
these are the Fagan ruins?
Just gonna plant
How'd you
some
figure
more
a place
potatoes.
like this turns derelict?
Your guess is as good as mine. I didn't even know this place existed until we heard about it. All that...
Okay, wait, hold on. Is there a, looks like we don't have a
matters
map.
to me is whether I can find anything to wear in there.
Why does she care so much about her appearance?
Ah, girls and their appearances. Am I right, friends? Okay, we got some more potatoes here. Alright. Do we... Oh, that's a bunch of bugs. Got some wheat. Oh, got hit by a bug.
Sighted!
You're mine! I'll take you all on! Eat dirt!
Magna Ray!
Take this! You're finished! That buzzing is driving me mad!
Okay. Rising Waverin. Shallow Blade.
Got flyers!
I got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
We can't
There!
do summon attacks right now. I'm not entirely sure why. At the start of the fight, her summon charge
Looks
was
like it could be worth
filling
something.
up, but then it wasn't filling up, and I don't know why. Alright, we got mushrooms. I really hope we're going the right way. Hop over a little tiny brick wall. We're going down a path. Ah, there's a golem. Okay, we evade the golem. We'll go into a muddy pond and pick up a carp. We got a campfire. Triggers a
I
comic
wonder
scene.
if those are the Fagan ruins below us. Shouldn't be too much farther now, if that's the...
Hungry.
I guess it's been a while since I had a bite to eat.
Comedy.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working while I'm hungry. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal. You should eat whenever you can. The last thing I need is you keeling over in the middle of a fight just because you didn't eat.
Never thought I'd get lectured on eating by a Renin, of all people.
Yeah, have a little sensitivity here, bud.
Yeah, well, some of us Renins know what it's like to go without food, believe it or not.
Oh, she's a poor
What do you mean?
Renin.
I thought
This isn't about me. Now, are you going to eat or not?
I would, if we had anything to eat. but we don't.
All off-worlders are rich.
Actually,
Isn't that right?
I have a little bit of food on me.
You've been carrying that stuff around this whole time? I'm not sure it's gonna be enough for the both
Dude,
of
we
us,
just found
though.
like 3 potatoes.
That's why we're going to cook it instead.
Cook? I've never done anything like that before.
What do
Me neither, to be honest. But we've got to make something out of all this, so might as well try.
We just found like a ton of potatoes and wheats. It's fine. That's why this guy was the guy that died. He died trying to protect a
What are
cooking
you
pot.
staring at me for?
Your clothes are all about function over form. You should think about sprucing them up a little.
What do you...
Why? What purpose would it serve?
I guess you're right.
I want function in my clothes, thank you, lady. At camps and inns, you can cook meals, conferring temporary effects on eaten. New dishes can be made by finding recipes, while ingredients can be found at collection points and journal stores. Eating a new meal overrides any previous effects. Favorite meals. Depending on who in the party cooks a meal, the extent of the effects and the duration will vary. As such, it's wise to rotate who's on cooking duty based on the current goals and the party's overall status. Alright, so we can make a porridge. It requires 3 wheat. Cooking effect, defense up. Favorite meal effects. If Shione does it, consume double ingredients for plus 90% to cooking. Sure. So she's going to use 6 instead of 3?
Come and eat.
I guess.
You really do eat through that mask of yours, huh? I'm impressed you can manage so well.
Why don't we just take it off? Can we not take it off?
It's nothing. You get used to it after a while.
It literally goes
Still,
down past
I'm
his
glad
chin.
we
How's he
decided
eating?
to stop and fill our stomachs. I've got a newfound respect for cooking now. But I guess that's easy when you're used to eating everything raw.
Doesn't even make sense. That doesn't like biologically make sense.
It would have
Like
been
humans
perfect
are supposed to
if
eat
it had
cooked
any
food.
flavor.
Sorry it didn't live up to your palate.
Oh, no, that wasn't a knock on you. I was just... Sorry.
You stepped in it, buddy.
That's not how I should thank you for cooking for
You
me.
stepped in it, buddy.
You've got me curious now. Is it just pain you can't sense? Or are your taste buds shot too?
Oh, sure, my taste buds work fine. Although, apparently what I like tends to be a little out there.
You just want Sour
How
Patch
so?
Kids.
What's so unusual about what you
You just
eat?
eat Sour Patch Kids.
Well, one time I couldn't get enough of these things I picked off a plant, but everyone else said they were way too spicy.
Oh.
Doc thinks maybe I crave spicy food to compensate for the lack of pain I feel.
Fair enough.
Maybe it's best I take charge of the cooking. You know, just to be on the safe side.
Ha ha ha.
I can't guarantee it'll be to your tastes, though.
I said I'm sorry. Look, I'll learn to tone down my tastes in the future, so let's just put that slip of the tongue behind us already.
Okay. Well. Emblem obtained. Shione Spicy Chef. She also can learn Counter Edge because she's a spicy chef. She's got 236 skill points, but the next cheapest skill point looks like it's going to be, or the next cheapest skill, I should say, is 240 points. So we're just barely short.
I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
Okay, let's go to the cave. All right, well.
This must be it. Looks pretty ancient, but I recognize Renan architecture when I see it.
It's seen some beatings. If it stayed sealed all this time, it's not because people left it alone.
Yeah, it's really
It's not
scratched
just
up.
their technology. The Renans build their structures out of special materials, too.
It looks-
Strong enough to withstand assaults from Danon tools and weaponry, anyway.
It's definitely
So
some
how
sort of
the hell
space
are we-
station or whatever. Her eyes glow blue. She motions at a control panel, and the door opens up.
Easy.
All right, there's some tables and chairs in
I
here.
hate that I can see what's on the other side. I can't just walk in.
Look for Renan equipment.
It's a
inside the
defensive
rooms.
barrier. That's how it works. If we want to get through, we have to find the mechanism to lift it.
Okay, can we not just push X on the control panel? Okay. We can once they explain that we're
Looks like
supposed
this
to.
place used to be a supply base of some sort. It probably even dates back to the Great Conquest of 3 centuries ago.
For an abandoned place, sure is crawling with critters. Kinda makes you wonder how they all got in.
Through cracks in the walls, I guess. Maybe it's a good environment for these species to propagate in. Best not to let your guard down either way.
Agreed. I don't know about you, but I'm not looking to hang around here any longer than necessary.
Alright, well. We can wiggle past some of these monsters. We can go up these stairs. This whole place looks like a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 late game where like everything is all techy, you know? Or maybe it looks kind of like an Agnes and Keves castle from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And if you haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles, well, then this doesn't look like anything else that's ever happened in a JRPG ever before, so...
Can we give up already?
Sorry.
What, you're tired?
Tired of something, all right.
I'm not giving up until we search every inch of this place.
She's really determined to find those clothes.
It's funny because the girl wants clothes.
Like this should be easy.
I think we've.
Rising Wyvern! You're on! Rising
I don't think we need the girl wants clothes joke much. But I mean, I guess if there doesn't appear to be any problem with her just wearing the Danon clothes.
Rising Wyvern! You're on!
Chop, 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 chop.
You're mine!
Looks like it could be worth something.
We got some spherical shells. Oh, we got an iron chunk.
I sense a strange power from it.
Let's
We
see.
should gather as many as we can find.
An antidote rock. There's an item in here.
What's this thing?
Chamomile. And we evade the monsters. Uh-oh, they're chasing us out. Oh, crap. They're chasing us down the hall. Okay. They gave up the chase. There's a locked door. Oh, we accidentally... Ah, crap. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Is that... Let's go uphill. We slid downhill. We're gonna dodge monsters and go back up the hill. Okay, so up one set of stairs. Through the door. Storage block 2F. There's a treasure chest. Does it have clothes? No, it has an apple gel. Up a ramp to the 3rd floor. Alright, here's the storage block 3F. We're in a moment to go. Let's not slip down the hill. Well, I jumped deliberately down the hill before, but let's see. Oh, there's an elevator. It can take us to the residential quarter, it says. Let's double check that we have everything on this floor first.
What's this thing?
Orange gel. Which is better than an apple gel, I presume. Let's run through here and hit the control panel. And then carefully... Oh, no. Not careful enough.
Like this should be easy.
Damn it! This one's all mine!
Ouch.
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Eat dirt! Now I can let loose! Swallow blade! You're mine!
Okay.
Rising Wyvern!
Aha! Oh!
Rising
Chop, chop, chop.
Here I come! Take this!
Here I go.
Okay. So there was that door that was sealed, right? And then we activated the spot that had the switch, which means I guess we've unsealed the door, so we have to fiddle around until we can find the door. Huh. Is it over there? Storage block 2F. Aha! We found a Pierce emblem, an emblem that raises penetration. Historically, it was worn not only when confronting armored fighters, but even when storming fortresses.
A chest of some sort?
A Renin kind, yeah. We should definitely hold on to what's inside.
Okay. Well, we've got a Pierce emblem. Oh, don't go that way. That's gonna accidentally drop us down. Okay. We're getting back up. There's like hints as to what is jumpable and walkable and stuff. It's like there's an impression, a sense of geometry to it, but it's not 100% clear. 3D movement, always a difficulty. So let's go to the residential quarter using the elevator.
Is this Renin technology? I'm amazed you guys can pull something like this off.
For us, sites like this are completely normal.
This area is ruined and full of dirt. It is definitely abandoned as hell. This is kind of like going up to someone in the year like 400 in Italy and being like, I'm impressed you Romans can do it. And then they're like, oh yeah, Romans, that's us.
This must be...
The former owner's old wardrobe, yeah.
I wonder how long they've hung here. They don't look like they've aged a day.
All right, Shiona is going through the wardrobe.
The designs are a little dated, but it'll have to do.
300-year-old fashion. Oh my gosh. It turns to night.
Listen, I get it. You care how you look. But we've got places to...
Oh, he turns around. She's finally dressed. She's got high heels, long, lacy boots, lacy arm coverings, a shoulder pauldron. Oh, her white dress has become a very, very fancy white dress. Ooh, it's got a long big train with red on the inside. What is it? I don't... This doesn't look like combat gear.
No, nothing.
She summons up her rifle.
We've
the
kept
rifle
Zephyr
also
and the
looks
others
better
waiting
now.
long enough. We should head back.
This is not what I would call... Okay, she's got the Noble Rose outfit. Oh no, the Noble Rose gun. An old-fashioned rifle found in some Renan ruins. Its beauty belies its rigid strength, allowing it to function even in harsh environments. Noble Scarlet, old-fashioned dress armor made on Legness that boasts uninhibited mobility without sacrificing its beautiful, elegant appearance. Scarlet Tiara, an old-fashioned tiara made on Legness. Its angular appearance is designed to complement dress armor.
Let's head back to Ulzebek.
You're in a good mood. Were you that happy to find a new outfit?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the same as ever.
Okay, well... This is, only slightly silly. I was thinking maybe like a battle armor, but I guess we got a battle dress. Looks like we don't take falling damage.
But opponent like this should be easy. You're mine! You're finished! Damn it!
This one's
You're
mine.
finished!
Wearing insects to stay on the ground. There!
Here I come!
Well, we're on the home
Got
stretch now.
fire!
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
You're mine!
Chop, chop, chop.
It's over!
One more!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Alright. Chop, 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 chop,
managed to
chop.
pull through.
Membrane wing.
What a rush.
Oh, we'll just
Get
fight
lost.
these monsters.
Take this! It's over! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Here I come!
Fight, fight, fight. Fight, fight, fight.
I'm not done!
Swallow blade, rising wyvern, and then in the air we can do barrage. Let's do a big attack.
Fight. Here I come!
Let the marksman handle this.
Do her big attack.
Swallow blade!
Shoot, 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 shoot.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Okay, now we went that way several times, but I don't think we went this way before. Let's double check what's over here. Oh, we got a treasure chest. Life bottle, 800 HP. That's a lot. We currently, our hit point limits are like 300, so an 800 HP item is a pretty big heal, probably for a significant portion of the game. We better save these items for the final boss, you know, just in case. What if we need them during the final boss?
Want to get back to Ulzebek?
Yeah, we better. We don't have time to waste.
Someone's in a hurry.
Hey, fast travel. As you pass through campgrounds and other locations, you'll unlock fast travel points. To return to them, instantly open the map list from the area and pick a point. Note some areas may be inaccessible at certain times in the story. We can spot potatoes on the map. And Uzbek, enter neighboring map. Fast travel to the center of town. This involves a brief loading screen.
We've reached our destination.
But, I mean, that's still faster than Tears of the Kingdom's load, so...
I wonder if something happened.
Let's watch the scene and then possibly call it quit for now. Zephyr, we've got a huge problem. This is the male Crimson Crows member. Something bigger than our attack on Balsef's castle, because I don't have any time to worry about anything else, right? Yes, bigger than that. The Bright Eyes, they've started massacring folks all over Calaglia.
What?
They must be after her master core. Guess the enemy must be getting serious about retrieving it. They must be if they're willing to kill the slaves they need to harvest astral energy. Mosgol got hit real bad. What? Are you sure about that? Says Iron Mask. Positive. It's the closest town to where we attacked them earlier. I feel bad for our people there, but them's the breaks.
Damn it!
Bastards! And Iron Mask runs off.
Just where do you think you're going?
You know where. Mosgol.
What good is it going to do to...
I don't need your permission.
Alright. Well, we can call that save. That's an hour and a half of play. It seemed pretty fun. Almost didn't want to stop, except that I am slightly hungry. I've heard that, like, the final portion of the game kind of goes on too long, but, you know, it's a common problem in JRPGs, so as long as it's, like, the good half of a game, half of a JRPG is, like, what, 20, 30 hours or whatever, so that's still fine. Oh, wait, unclaimed DLC items? Is this... collaboration pack. Atelier Sophie 2 collaboration pack. You can... What? You can get special items, including Sophie's flower hair clip, because this team worked with Atelier Sophie team. What a bizarre... What bizarreness. Let's save that we did that. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I got it on sale. Probably I wouldn't pay more than sale price for this, but still, you know, it's been alright. Let's see. I think there's at least one other game that I have right now. Yeah, there's a game called Silence, which is an adventure-y game that I picked up the other day. So there's at least one more first Lookathor in our near future. See you then, folks.